Chapter 1, Lesson 3, Unit Rates. A rate is a ratio comparing two quantities of different kinds of rates. A unit rate has a denominator of 1 unit when the rate is written as a fraction. To write a rate as a unit rate, divide the numerator and the denominator by the rate of the denominator. So what we're doing is trying to find something out of 1 second, 1 mile, 1 minute. You're basically just reducing a fraction. Even if it's a improper fraction, that's okay because this is a unit rate. For example, Samantha picked 45 oranges in 5 minutes. Write this as a unit rate. So the first thing you have to do is write it as a ratio. 45 oranges in 5 minutes. From there, you just reduce it. 45 divided by 5 is 9, and 5 divided by 5 is 1. So we get 9 oranges in 1 minute. For this one, it says the Australian dragonfly can travel 18 miles in 30 minutes. How far can the dragonfly travel in 1 minute? So the first thing we do is write it as a fraction. So 18 miles in 30 minutes. And that's another thing, is that we have to keep writing, we write it down the way it's given to us. So here we had 45 oranges in 5 minutes. So we write it 45 over 5. We don't have to put 5 over 45. This one says 18 over 30, so we write it as 18 in 30 minutes. And we reduce it. We can't change this to 1, so we're just going to divide it by the number that goes into both, which is 6. So 18 divided by 6 is 3 miles, and 30 minutes divided by 6 is 5 miles. The ratio 3 to 5 cannot be simplified to a number rate. It can be written as 3 miles in 5 minutes, or as a unit rate of 3/5 of a mile to 1 minute. So the dragonfly can travel 3/5 of a mile every minute. Here we have a unit rate. We're trying to find the unit price. You can use what you know about unit rates to find a unit price. The unit price is the cost per unit. $1, 1 ticket, whatever they're asking you for. So to write a price as a unit price, divide the numerator and the denominator by the rate by the denominator. So here we have $36 for 4 tickets. So I want to see how much it costs for 1 ticket. So I divide 4 divided by 4 is 1. 36 divided by 4 is 9. So $9 for 1 ticket. Sometimes they'll ask you how much does it cost for 8 tickets. So first you have to figure this out to see how much it costs for 1 ticket, and then do 9 times 8 to see how much it would cost for 8 tickets. Before we look at some of the problems we'll be doing today, here's one that takes a lot of steps. An adult's heart beats about 2,100 times every 30 minutes. Baby heart beats about 2,600 times every 20 minutes. How many more beats does a baby's heart beat in 60 minutes than the adult's heart? So the first thing you want to do is find how many beats per minute adult heart beats and the baby heart beats. So adult was 2,100 times every 3 minutes. We can reduce that to 70 beats in 1 minute. A baby was 26 in 20. We can reduce that to 130 beats in 1 minute. So now we know how fast a heart beats in 1 minute for an adult and a baby. But it wants to know how much it beats in 60 minutes. So now I take what I learned up here, 70 beats times 60 minutes, and 130 beats times 60 minutes, and I get 4,200 beats for an adult, 78 for a baby, and they said to find the difference. So 7,800 minus 4,200 is 3,600. So a baby's heart beats 3,600 more times in 60 minutes than an adult's heart. And there'll be a problem similar to this on their homework, so they just have to come back to example 3 to see how to do it. Some of these we did in class together, but for number 2 it says 162 water bottles in 9 cases. So I want to find out how many water bottles are in 1 case. So 162 over 9. I'm going to get the unit rate for the denominator, so 9 divided by 9 is 1. So that's my case. and then 162 divided by 9, and they'll have to do some division problems. And then 1 into 72 goes 8, so 18. 18 bottles in one case. Some problems will require them to divide using fractions or decimals. For example, number 3, 40.8 gallons of paint among 8 containers. How much paint is in each container? So 40.8 divided by 8, and we'll have 1 container. And we'll get 5. Bring down the 8, and 8 to 8 goes 1. So 5.1 container, or 5.1 gallons are in one container of paint. Number 5, you can use example 3 for an example, but what you need to do is says the results of a car race are shown to determine who drove the fastest. Explain. So being that my laps are smaller than the time, I'm going to have my denominator being the laps. So for Cutright, we have 84 minutes and 35 laps. So he drove 35 laps in 84 minutes. And I'm going to divide 35 divided by 35 is 1 lap. And when I divide 84 by 35, it's going to come out as a decimal, 2.4 minutes. So I know that Cutright is 2.4 minutes for each lap. So I need to find out Evans and Loza, and then from there you can determine who was the fastest. Number 8, the Levin Lemon Company sells a 4-gallon jug of lemonade for $24. The Sweet and Sour Company sells an 8-pack of 1-quart bottles of lemonade for $16. Which company has a higher unit price? Explain your answer. Well, we need to turn all these into quarts to figure this out. So I have 8 quarts because it's an 8-pack of 1-quart bottles for $16. So 8 quarts for $16. 8 divided by 8 is 1 quart, and 16 divided by 8 is 2. So it'd be $2 for 1 quart. And this is from the Sweet and Sour Company. Next, we need to see how much it costs per quart from the Levin Lemon Company. So it was 4 gallons of lemonade for $24. 4 gallons is 4 gallons is equal to 16 quarts. So when I divide 16 divided by 16, I get 1 quart. And when I divide 24 by 16, I'm going to get $1.50. So the question was, which company has a higher unit rate? The higher unit rate would be the one that was $2, which was the Sweet and Sour Company. Hopefully this helped, and we'll see you next time.